Penalties.
Hi, welcome back. I wanted to go over a popular question about penalties from the IRS. Sometimes you get a notice in the mail and it says you owe, and it could be some short tax when there's some penalties being added to it, or nothing more is owed, but you're getting a penalty. What are penalties from the IRS? There's the main two penalties that clients or taxpayers would receive is for either you're paying your taxes late or you're not filing your taxes on time. The hardest one or the most expensive one is not filing at all. And there they typically it's 5% of whatever you owe. So somebody hasn't filed their taxes in 3, 4 years, there's no income, it's probably not going to trigger any penalty because 5% of zero is zero. But if you are just procrastinating or you don't have a good excuse and you file your taxes past the deadline or don't file an extension by April 15th, you will be penalized on the balance 5% of what you owe per month, up to 25%. So if you owed $10,000, you could probably be taxed another 2,500 or more. So that's the biggest one. And the other one is late payments. So you can't afford to pay the whole thing. You should have paid the taxes by April 15th, and you pay them in October or throughout the year. Unless you enter into an agreement, you're going to pay a 0.5% of what you owe every month. So it's not onerous, but it is a penalty called late plus interest. So those two tend to hit most people in a very common way. If you have management over other funds like a trust fund or payroll taxes, those are more severe. If you're holding those and you're not remitting them, you're taking them out of your employees and you're not remitting them, those are more severe penalties. And if you own bank accounts in an international country, there's a form called an F-bar, which we'll talk about. Not filing that and not filing control of foreign corporations is a more severe penalty. Those can go up to $5,000 to $10,000 to $20,000 per form that you omit. And other information, if you don't file your 1099s and W-2s for employees, those can go up quickly, $100 per person. So those are some key or basic penalties that will show up on your tax return. Late payment, late file. I always tell clients, just file the tax return on time. Get it filed, even if you don't have the money to pay your taxes, because that takes off the table that big 5% a month penalty. And if you can't pay it, you can easily enter into an agreement to pay it out over 5 years, 24 months, or even 90 days. So you want to avoid penalties like that are very easy to not be assessed. So I hope that helps. I want to give you just an overview. We'll go into areas a little bit later in other segments. Thanks for watching.